much, Johnny. Well, there's no mystery about how the Bee Gees got their name. It was Brother Barry Gibb and two other people who supplied the moniker. Now, the big mystery this evening is whether our lovely young lady will choose one of the two of the three Bee Gee brothers or our Olympic gold medal winner. Let's meet our outstanding panel of bachelors right now, and here they are. Good luck, gentlemen. Well, the Bee Gees are one of the world's top groups with 3 million-selling records to their credit. Their latest UK release, by the way, is I've Got to Get a Message to You, which was written by bachelor number 1 and his 2 brothers. Here's the Bee Gees' Morris Gibb. Morris, welcome to the show. Good luck. A member of the Santa Clara Swim Club, the world's greatest incubator of Olympic swimmers, bachelor number 3 has only been beaten once in the 200-meter freestyle. During the Tokyo Olympics of 1964, he won 4 gold medals for the United States and broke the world's record for freestyle swimming. In the Olympic trials held in Los Angeles in September, he broke his own freestyle record, and he'll be competing again next week in Mexico City. We're delighted to welcome to the dating game, Don Schoenberg. Don, welcome. Well, bachelor number 3 is another member of that renowned musical family. Upon completing their present American tour, they'll return to England to make a feature motion picture. Meanwhile, we have the pleasure of welcoming to the dating game Morris Gibb's twin brother, Robin Gibb. Robin, good luck to you. And there is what I'd term a star-laden panel for game number 2. Now, in order to keep our young lady from hearing the introductions of our 3 gentlemen, we've been keeping her isolated off stage in a soundproof room. May we introduce her to you and you right now. She's a student majoring in theater arts, and she's a sales girl at one of Los Angeles' larger department stores. Music is an integral part of her active life, and she's taking jazz lessons to enlarge that interest. From La Habra, California, may we welcome Debbie Chenoweth. Hi, Debbie. You ready? Okay. Debbie, first of all, you know how to play the game, right? You ask the questions. From the answers, you decide which one you're going to select as your date. You have your questions all set? Then we'll start with a hello and see how they sound over there. Bachelor number 1, would you please say good afternoon to Debbie, please?
Hello, Debbie.
Good evening, rather. Number 2, would you say good evening?
Good evening, Debbie.
Thank you. And number 3?
Good evening, Debbie.
Okay, we are in the evening. And Debbie, if you would please now have a seat. Make yourself comfortable. Fellas, do your best. The contest is on. Good luck.
Okay, bachelor number 1, what do you like best about the dark?
Well, I love gathering lilacs in an old brown shoe, basically, in the dark.
Number 2, what do you like best about the dark?
I think I like the stars and the moon.
Okay. Bachelor number 3, if you came over to my house and my mother was playing cards with a tomato and my father was talking on a banana and I was wrestling with the grapefruit, what would you do to fit into the family?
I'd join in.
With what? What would you do to join in?
Well, if I came over and saw a family like that, I think you could get away with anything.
True. Okay, bachelor number 1, if on our first date you kissed me and I turned out into a flower, what kind of flower would I be and what would you do with me?
Probably be a rose and I'd water you.
If you're a rose, and water you.
Oh, okay. Bachelor number 3, what kind of flower would I be?
What kind of flower would you be?
Yes.
Well, there's all kinds of flowers. Then again, by the sound of your voice, I would say it's a daffodil. Daffodil, definitely a daffodil. No, this is my experience.
Bachelor number 2, what part of a car are you most like?
I think the horn, because I'm probably noisy.
Why? Why are you most like a horn?
I think because I'm fairly noisy and obnoxious at times.
Okay. Bachelor number 1. If you came to pick me up on our date and my father came to greet you in a suit and said that I was ill and he was going to take my place, what would you do?
Smash his face in.
Number 3, what would you do?
Well, as a gentleman, I think I would take legal precautions because, you know, not one can be violent in such a case as this. I mean, I wouldn't go around smashing your dad up for... he'd obviously, you know, take action himself, so I'd have to watch out. I think I'd see a solicitor first and then hit him.
Number 1, what are you going to do if I zap you?
Well, that's not very nice, is it? No. I'd go home, I think.
Number 2, what would you do if I zapped you?
Well, I'd try and zonk you back.
Okay. Number 3, I love soft thing, so say the softest thing that you can think of to me right now.
The softest thing I can think of. Let me see, a cushion. C-U-S-H-I-O-N.
Number one, what's the softest thing you can think of right now?
Butter.
Water?
Butter.
Butter.
B-U-T-T-E-R.
Number two, what's the softest thing you can think of?
Air. A-I-R.
That's the signal, Debbie. Time is up. And now you have a minute to make up your mind. 60 seconds. So think about it. And while Debbie's deciding on her choice for a wild date, we'll take time out for this message.